Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Riata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown. I'm very excited to be with you here today it's actually Saturday morning, but this is my Fun Friday video. I ran out of time yesterday and wasn't able to do my video yesterday. So I'm doing my video this morning. So it is Saturday morning and it's my Fun Friday video. Hope you guys had an incredible week this week, the first full week of January 2023, and I hope you got a lot done. I hope you've set your goals. If you haven't, make sure you spend some time today or tomorrow setting your goals. Write down your goals. I put my goals right in my drawer next to where I work on my desk in my office, and I pull that out every morning and read those goals and make sure that this year I'm going to pay attention to those goals and I'm going to work towards achieving them, as well as the standards, maintaining the standards that I've written and set for myself. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you set some goals and some standards for yourselves so you can start to create the habits that are going to create the life that you want. And for Fun Friday, well, the horse that I'm riding right now, so I'm riding him. So I actually had to ride him this morning because I missed out on his session yesterday. And this is Nova. Nova is a 6-year-old Arabian that I've had on here a couple times now, and he's just doing better and better. A couple days ago I rode him over next to Ironwood in Ocotillo, where there's a lot of traffic, and it was in the afternoon when the traffic was heavy, and he got a little nervous about it, but I just kept moving his feet and going in circles, and we were off the road a ways, so I wasn't right next to the traffic. It wasn't a dangerous situation. But it certainly was a situation that he struggled mentally to, and I helped him through it. So he got a lot better with traffic. Every day he just keeps getting better, less spooky, less reactive. He was just looking at a jogger that he saw out of the corner of his eye. I'm excited about him. He's a fun horse to ride. He's real smart. He is sensitive, and he's a sensitive Arabian, but very smart and pretty sure-footed and good on his feet. So I enjoy riding him. And I'm riding him down the Queen Creek Wash right now and just checking out the damage that was done with the water running a few days back with all the rain that we had this last week. We had water that had filled this wash, and then so it's kind of fun to ride through here and see the changes in the banks and the changes on the ground. There's some areas that are more rocky and some areas that are less rocky and more sandy, so it's certainly changed over this past week from when I've known it to be the last year or so. And today for Fun Friday, I wanted to tell you guys a little joke, but before I do, I want to tell you the reason I got behind a little yesterday is because there's couple people looking at Gypsy, the horse that we have for sale, and then I ran out of time, and we got to go. We were able to go to my daughter Eva. She's 15, and we got to go to her dance competition over basically North Phoenix or Scottsdale. I guess it was Scottsdale area, North Scottsdale area, and it was so much fun last night. So we sat and watched dances that were 2 to 3 minutes long for about four hours or so, and Eva had like 7 dances, and it was so much fun to see the progress she's made. And I haven't been able to attend one of those dances in a while, and the other dances throughout the last few years I've been able to attend have been in Utah when we're making a trip up to Colorado, or just make a special trip up to Utah to see a dance. And now I get to experience some of that closer because she lives closer, and I feel very fortunate and thankful for that. So for Fun Friday, we did that. This weekend she's going to be doing more of her, not the competitions, but she's going to be dancing at the event center there at the Hilton, and learning from a lot of different teachers there, dance teachers. So that's going to be, she's excited about that. She loves dance, and it's so fun to watch her blossom, and all the hard work that she puts into becoming such an incredible dancer. Wow, so much talent that she has, and so much talent those other dancers have. It was just an amazing experience. And for Fun Friday, I want to tell you, I know it's Saturday morning, but I want to tell you a joke. I'm gonna try to get back into the jokes a little bit. And of course, for the next few years, it's probably, most people are gonna say I should not quit my day job, which I'm not going to. I'm going to keep riding horses, keep training, keep giving clinics, keep creating more video content for our members. on our membership site, and just keep moving forward like we plan on doing. Today I have a joke about an old farmer that was audited by the IRS. So the IRS contacted this old farmer, and they audited him because of some suspicious activity with his income. So he came in, and alongside of him, so he came into the auditor, and alongside of him was his attorney. His attorney affectionately calls him Grandpa because they've known each other for many years, and so he just calls him Grandpa. So Grandpa sits down in front of the auditor, and the auditor says, well, we've looked at your income and looked at your lifestyle, and it seems like your lifestyle is a little too high end for what you're showing that you make. And well, Grandpa looked back at the auditor and said, well, I'm actually a gambler by trade. I like to gamble, and I'm really good at it. And the auditor said, really? Well, I'm not sure how that's going to help you in this audit. And again, the Grandpa said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll prove that I'm a good gambler, and I'll prove that my winnings are legit. And so the auditor said, okay, go ahead. And so the Grandpa said, well, I'll bet you $1,000 that I can bite my own eye. And the auditor looked at him a little confused and certain that wasn't going to happen. So he said, you're on. I'll bet $1,000 you can't bite your own eye. So Grandpa took out his glass eye and bit down on it. And Grandpa said, you owe me $1,000. And then Grandpa looked at the auditor and said, how about this? I'll bet you $2,000 more that I can bite my other eye. Well, the auditor could tell that Grandpa wasn't blind, so he knew he didn't have a glass eye on that side. So he said, even though he's a little suspicious, he said, you're on. I'll bet $2,000 that you can't bite your other eye. So Grandpa took out his dentures and used them to bite his good eye. And the auditor at this time was quite flustered and had realized that he's lost $3,000, and he's sitting in front of Grandpa's attorney, and he knows he can't get out of that $3,000. And Grandpa says, I'll tell you what, let's do double or nothing. If I'll bet you $6,000 that I can stand on one side of your desk, and I can pee over the other side of your desk into the trash can and not get one drop on the top of your desk. So the auditor, even though he was suspicious, he knew that Grandpa couldn't pee over that desk and not get a drop on top of that desk. Well, Grandpa stands up on the desk, pulls his pants down, and starts to pee. Despite how hard he tries, he can't get the stream to get all the way over the desk and down into the trash can on the other side. So his urine goes all over the top of the desk. Well, Grandpa steps down, and the auditor is just thrilled. He can't believe it. He just won $6,000. He's so excited. He looks over at Grandpa's attorney, and Grandpa's attorney lowers his head and shaking his head, saying, "Oh no, oh no." And the auditor looks at the attorney and says, "Why are you so sad?" And the attorney says, "Well, just before we got here, Grandpa told me that he bet me $25,000 that he could get you to allow him to stand on top of your desk, pee all over it, and you'd be happy about it." That was the cleanest joke that I heard this morning. I was trying to find a joke, and some of them weren't as clean. So that was slightly dirty, but relatively clean. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're planning something fun, and I hope you've had a great first week of 2023. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.